Welcome back to my series about well-being, and this particular mini-series is about the nuggets of wisdom that I learned from going onto a pilgrimage to the deep Himalayas. This particular one is about the power of community. Welcome to the series Himalayan-inspired well-being insights. When you go on a pilgrimage, you meet other people, because other people also go on a pilgrimage and you cross their path and they cross yours. In our case, we also had an entire group of 20-odd people to go together on the pilgrimage. I mentioned in another video that we all know, most of us didn't know each other, but we got to know each other quite well during the trip. And it shows you again the power of the community. And it shows you also that for me, that is a huge beacon of hope. And I want to share how I see that. People who know me know that in my office, wherever I go, I have the quote from Margaret Mead that I also shared already in my videos about never doubt that a small group of citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that can. I believe that, because I could see it on a small scale going on a pilgrimage together. Because a pilgrimage is a challenge. A pilgrimage is, as I mentioned, getting you to your physical or to your emotional or to your heart level of what you can deliver. It can be excruciating, it can be fearful, it can be tearful. It can be simply very challenging. Knowing that you're not on your own is really helpful. And we are also trained to not rely too heavy on others, because we are strong and we can do it ourselves. So you have to sort of find a balance. Also, you don't want to disturb the other people on their journey. They have their own reasons for being there. So you want to find a balance. What happened on this trip is that everybody had a different sort of reason for going onto the journey, and everybody had a different way of going about it. And we would start sharing our stories bit by bit, with some more, with other less, and we would fall into subgroups also, because as you hike, the whole group is sort of expanding onto the track, and the fast people who walk fast are in the front, and then you have the people in the middle, and then you have the people who just want to enjoy and take it really slow. And that sort of becomes the group you tend to walk with most, and these are the people you engage with most. And you laugh a lot or you moan a lot together when it gets really hard, but you keep yourself motivated by talking to other people or by walking side by side in silence with other people. I found it incredible to see how much support people gave each other on this trip. And what you could feel was how the different strengths of the people came forward at the moment it was needed. Whether one of us was really good in cheering up other people, the other one had always at the right time the right candies, like espresso beans, to give you coffee and when you needed it. Or the other one was always having an idea how to fix something that was broken, like a pole or a backpack or my sunglasses, and you need them. So I could turn to that person. There was always somebody there to help you out. And you unite under a common reason. You all want to make the journey. And some of us didn't. And that was heartbreaking. 3 people at least had to turn around because they got too sick or something else got in their way that prevented them from completing the journey. And those people were deeply missed. And at the same time, we looked after them, and the team looked after them so that they, wherever they stayed, had it comfortable there and had a good time while they waited for our return. And once we got back, there was a big hello and welcome back and how was it? And it was important to reunite as a group. You can feel how the like-mindedness of being together on a journey unites a group of people who have not met before under that reason, and it helps the single person to grow beyond what they normally would be able to do, and you feel how people uplift you by calling you on your strength or by pointing out your strength or talents that you possibly wouldn't even know that you would have them. So how can we translate that into our daily lives? I often work pretty much in solitude because I work a lot of times online in my home office. So I have online communities, I have my sport community, I have my yoga community, I dive into those. And yet I thought, I want to be purpose-driven, more purpose-driven in my communities. So I will start to invite my neighborhood to talks about well-being topics that matter, so that we strengthen the neighborhood community. Because in these times where people are so fearful and there's so much uncertainty and there's so much judgment, we want to meet the other person for who they are, simply a human being. And that is what we discovered there, being a human being. And that is what I'm asking myself and maybe you to do. How can you amp up your community effort, your way of getting a group of like-minded people together to follow a purpose? But may I say one word of cautionary here. Never close the group to a point that others can't come in, and always watch your own biases. As a group, it's very simple to fall into that, yeah, we are all like that, and others are not like us, and then we have a gap. We all need a little bit of belonging to one group, that is a given, but stay open-minded as you form your groups to let other people come in or to respect the opinion of other people that might differ completely from yours. That was my last bit for now of sharing about my pilgrimage to the Himalayas, which is so dear to me and meant so much to me, and which I would like to serve forward in every possible way I can to inspire you to find your own pilgrimage. Take care, stay tuned, see you again soon.